Welcome to day 9 of the 30-day holiday video challenge. Today we're having some fun making an awesome Halloween cake. Hi there foodie friends, my name is Carly and welcome to my channel Adventures in Yum. Before we get into today's video, I have a passion for learning about creating and trying new foods, drinks, and especially desserts. If you want to join me on my yummy adventures, and especially for this 30-day challenge, then please make sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so that you'll know when I upload new videos every week. And now, let's get into today's video. First, we're going to assemble this cake. Add a dollop of buttercream to act as the glue to keep the cake on the cake board. I'm using my Swiss meringue buttercream recipe, which is linked in this video and in the description. Then we add one of our black velvet cake layers. My recipe video is also linked in this video and in the description. We then use a piping bag fitted with a Wilton 1A tip to pipe a nice thick ring of buttercream along the inner perimeter of the cake layer. If you have a softer filling, you may need to pipe 2 rings, but the filling we're using today isn't too thin, so we're good with just 1. We then add our filling and use an offset spatula to smooth it into an even layer. Here I'm using some incredibly delicious pumpkin pastry cream, which I referenced in my Hocus Pocus Black Flame candle dessert video from day 2 of this challenge. That video is linked in this video and in the description. We then repeat this process by adding a second cake layer, ring of buttercream, pumpkin pastry cream, and the last layer of cake. Once we place our top cake layer, add some buttercream and use an offset spatula to spread it into a thin, even layer on the outside of the cake. After that's done, we pop it into the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes to chill. Next, we're adding black Swiss meringue buttercream and smoothing it all over the cake. We use a combination of a cake scraper and an offset spatula to smooth the buttercream. Once we're as happy as we can be with our smooth buttercream, we pop it back in the fridge for about an hour. Now that our cake is thoroughly chilled, we can start the fun part, the decorating. Here I've heated some marshmallows in a bowl in the microwave until they are just fully melted. We don't want them to be scalding hot because we're just using our hands to add these to the cake. I personally like to use clean gloves for this part because it makes the cleanup so much easier. We take our fingers and grab some of the melted marshmallow. Be careful because it is still a little hot. We then use both hands to spread the marshmallow and add it to the cake. The goal here is to make the marshmallows look like spider webs and get the cake completely covered, so have fun with it. This is literally one of the easiest ways to decorate a cake for Halloween, so you could stop here, but we're not done yet. We're adding a combination of regular and mini candy corns to the cake. I didn't have a set pattern, so I just kind of kept adding them one at a time until I was happy with how it looked. I love the way the colors of the candy corn pop on top of the black buttercream, so that's why I felt like they were perfect for this cake. But I'm curious, is candy corn a yay or a nay for you? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. For me personally, as a kid, I loved them, but now I use them just for decoration, and I might eat a couple and then I'm good. But I've realized that as an adult, I definitely prefer other Halloween candies. Before we finish this spooky sweet cake, if you're getting value out of this video, then please make sure to hit that like button, click subscribe, and ring that bell to be notified about my latest video. And then we're adding Halloween Jimmy sprinkles. I started to place them on one at a time, but then I realized that with the sticky marshmallow, I could actually kind of throw them onto the cake 1 or 2 at a time. This helped add nice little bits of color in between the candy corns. Once we're satisfied with the amount of sprinkles and their placements, it's time to decorate the top. To a piping bag fitted with a Wilton 4B piping tip and filled with orange buttercream, we use tiny little dots of buttercream to mark where we're going to be adding our buttercream border around the cake. We then hold the piping bag perpendicular to the top of the cake and pipe little dollops of buttercream around the cake. I chose this piping tip and color combo because they look like little pumpkins. For the stems of these little pumpkins, we're carefully placing a black Jimmy sprinkle into the top center of each dollop. We then add a little more of the Halloween Jimmy sprinkles to the top of the cake, and there we have our Halloween cake. I love how this turned out, but I'd love to know what you think about it too in the comments. Also, we have to see that nice cake cross section. The pumpkin pastry cream honestly tastes like pumpkin pie. You can also check out this cake on my website, adventuresinyum.net. The link for that is in the description below. Make sure to come back tomorrow for day 10, where we'll be celebrating Halloween with an easy last-minute treat idea that every chocolate lover will enjoy. If you're interested in checking out some of the products I used in this video, please make sure to check out the video description below for their Amazon links. Thank you so much for joining me today, foodie friends. I'll see you next time for another scary good, yummy adventure.